Hello students of class 6. Today this is my next class. I will discuss about the questions. Few questions. All of you prepare with this. Now, my first question is, what is Children's Hour? Yesterday I discussed about the poem that is Children's Hour. Now, let us write the question, what is Children's Hour? The Children's Hour is the name the speaker gives to an hour in the evening. Sometimes between the dark and the dawn. Sometimes between the dark and the dawn. So, what is Children's Hour? Children's Hour is the name the speaker gives to an hour in the evening, sometimes between the dark and the dawn. Now, next question. What was the father doing? The question is, what was the father doing? Now, answer. He is working by lamplight. He was working by lamplight in his study and hears, H-E-A-R-S, hears the footsteps and the sweet, hushed, H-U-S-H-E-D, hushed voices of three daughters. Now again, this question I am repeating. What was the father doing? What was the father doing? He is working by lamplight. He is working by lamplight in his study and hears the footsteps and the sweet, hushed voices of the three daughters. Next question. Write the name of three daughters. Write the name of three daughters. Alice, Allegra, Edith. Now let me give the spelling. A-L-I-C-E, Alice, Allegra, A-L-L-E-G-R-A, Allegra, Edith, E-D-I-T-H, Edith, were the three daughters. Alice, Allegra, Edith were the three daughters. How did the speaker describe his daughters? Next question is, how did the speaker describe his daughters? Have you written the question, my students? Now, let me repeat the question again. How did the speaker describe his daughters? The speaker answer is, the speaker described Alice, give a comma, grave, G-R-A-V-E, grave. Now give a hyphen, give a dash, hyphen. Then you write Allegra, a proper name, so first letter must be capital letter, A-E-E-G-R-A, Allegra, laughing, Allegra, laughing, and Edith with golden hair, and Edith with golden hair. Let me repeat this question again. How did the speaker describe his daughters? The speaker described Alice grave, Allegra laughing, and Edith with golden hair. Full stop. Next question. Question number 6. What the daughters were planning? What the daughters were planning? Right. The daughters were whispering and plotting to run in and play with him. The daughters were whispering and plotting to run in and play with him. Now, these are the questions. My students, have you written all the questions? Okay. Now, let us now discuss about the overall meaning of the poem, The Children's Hour. All of my students, you listen very carefully. The children hour. The children's hour is the name the speaker gives to an hour in the evening. So the children's hour is the name the speaker gives to an hour in the evening, sometimes between the dark and the dawn. Sometimes between the dark and the dawn. Now, this is the first sentence, and the name of the poem is also The Children's Hour. He is working by lamplight in his study. He is working by lamplight in his study and hears the footsteps and hears Hears and hears the footsteps and the sweet voices, sweet, hushed, Hushed, hushed means whispering sound. Whisper, not loud voice. Opposite of loud is hushed. And the sweet, hushed voices of his 3 daughters. A door opens and he can see Alice, Allegra and Edith slipping down the steps as they plot and plan to ambush him. That is, to make fun with him. Now, suddenly they rush and surround him as if they were conducting a raid on a castle. Here the speaker, he was sitting in his study room. He compared the room with a castle. They climb on his chair, seemingly everywhere at once. The daughters climbed on the chair of their father. They kiss him joyfully and throw their arms around him, reminding him of the Bishop of Bingen. Bishop of Bingen. Who is Bishop of Bingen? A character from a folk tale, that is from a story, who had been surrounded and devoured by mice in his tower. Now that is the second paragraph. He laughingly addresses them. The father, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, he laughingly addresses them, asking if they want this old mustache. But he is no match for them. He will hold them prisoners there, placing them in the dungeon of his heart. That is a very protected place within his heart. There the daughters will live forever until the walls of the castle crumble into dust. The meaning is, the writer, the speaker, wants to keep his daughters within his heart forever. The Children Hour is one of Longfellow's most beloved poems. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow is the poet of the poem, and this Children Hour is one of the Longfellow's most beloved poems. The speaker refers to his daughters as banditti. Banditti means a term that originated in Italy, and these are the roaming gangs of the mountain regions, dacoits, originally of Italy and Greece. So, the poet refers his daughter as banditti. Banditti is the term, refers to a gang, that is outlaw. They were like the dacoits, and they used to live in the mountainous regions of Italy and Greece. Now next, Because of the children's hour, the father will not allow his children to leave the fortress. Because the father will not allow his daughters to leave the fortress. And with much affection and love, the speaker wanted to keep the daughters with him forever. Now, the story, here the poem. Naturally, the poem reflects love of the father for his children, which is certainly an inspiration of the poem. So, the poem reflects love for his father towards his children. This is the main inspiration of the poem. Alice, Edith, and Allegra are the daughters of the poet. Here in this poem, name of 3 daughters are mentioned. Alice, Edith, and Allegra are the daughters of the poet. Now, is it clear to you the overall meaning of the poem? Few questions I have given and the meaning of the poem, The Children's Hour. And I have recited the whole poem for you so that it creates an impact on you. So my students, go through the meaning of the words I have given. I have given you the meaning, you read all those meaning. And then few questions, and for your understanding, for the purpose of understanding the poem, just now I explained the poem. Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day. See you in my next class.